Hello everyone, how are you doing? I hope things are going well. I'm doing okay. I've been sick. I'm still a little bit sick, but we push forward. In this video, I'm mostly going to be discussing Goodnight World, which I randomly watched because it popped up on my Netflix and I thought, that looks kinda cool. Since watching Goodnight World, I have also watched Pantheon and Invincible, and now I'm in a weird state of mind. I used to think I was pro-human advancement, but now I think I'm like, let's just take a deep breath and calm all the way down. No more super advanced technology, no super geniuses, no superhumans. Everybody just have normal strength levels. No aliens, no robots, no super advanced AI, and no alternate dimensions. Pantheon is a sci-fi animated show in which the technology to upload your consciousness into the cloud exists. But in the process of uploading yourself to the cloud, you die. It inspires questions over the meaning of life, of humanity, and is our humanity tied to our physical bodies? There's a lot of interesting stuff in Pantheon and I definitely recommend it. The story kicks off when a grieving teenage girl is contacted by the uploaded intelligence of her father. There's also a teenage boy who's very likable and he's also a super genius and I wonder what's going on with him. I'm not going to give spoilers, but by the end of the series I just felt like we need to calm down with all of this advancement. I just don't want us to go in the direction of Dune, where we go so far with this AI stuff that we break the world and we'll have to start again and promise ourselves never to do it again. Invincible doesn't have crazy technology stuff, but while I'm watching it, I can't help but think, maybe no one at all should have superpowers. And if we discover alternate dimensions, let's just leave them alone. And if anyone gets romantically involved with some overpowered alien person, please, please, please dedicate some of your time together to discovering their weaknesses and then make a spreadsheet. I make videos about anime, so enough about Invincible and Pantheon. So I named the channel anime related content in the first place because I wanted to be able to talk about anything in the animated content sphere, including things like Pantheon and Invincible. But in the end, I think I will probably just stick to anime. Before I talk more about Goodnight World, I want to pose a question to you. If you could upload your consciousness to the cloud, thereby killing your human body, would you do it? You'd be able to live 80 years in 2 human weeks, learn languages, create your own environments, and you would have senses. They'd be different than what we experience in our physical bodies, but you would still have enjoyment. So, what would you do? I don't think I would, though that might just be romantic of me to think. Goodnight World follows Taichiro Arima and his family, both in the real world and in the virtual reality game Planet. In the world of Planet, he is a member of the Akabane family, who are very powerful, very skilled, and very close. In his real life, he is a shut-in gaming addict who hates the world and everyone in it, including his father, who deserves it because he's an asshole, and his younger brother Asuma, who does not because he's a nice, hard-working boy. He doesn't hate his mom, but she's kind of a mess. Though none of them know it, the Akebane family and the Arima family are one and the same. The father, Kojiro, is the evil genius of this anime. Well, maybe evil is too strong a word. He's one of the primary creators of Planet and just couldn't resist the urge to populate the virtual world with numerous advanced AIs, including the Black Bird, which has no solid identity and kind of goes murderously crazy because of it. Aided by a young boy who adores him, the Black Bird kills people in the real world and causes a whole bunch of shenanigans with the result of sucking everyone into the game, thereby replacing reality. Kind of merging the game and reality. Of course, Goodnight World is not the first anime to ask the question, what if game became real? But where I think it stands out is that it's not about that. It's not about the game or becoming stronger or even really about defeating Blackbird. It's about family and trauma and how to make peace with the things that happen to us that are so terrible we are forever altered. For this family, it's the death of Aya, Asuma's twin sister. She was murdered when her father sent her out alone at night as punishment for leaving something behind at school. So yeah, very much his fault. Taichiro and the mother blame themselves too because they see themselves as her caretakers.
Once again, your ideas nearly got someone killed!
Are you talking about Aya? It's been years since that happened. Just get over it already. When will you ever stop blaming me? When will all of you forgive me?
Ow, that hurts!
Let her go! Dad, stop
Miyabi,
it!
Can't
Dad,
you
you're hurting
forgive me?
her!
Please, that hurts!
This man is so controlling, and his pursuit for perfection extends to every area of his life, including his children. And when he doesn't get what he wants, he gets angry and he punishes. In the world of Planet, where he embodies the character of Shiro, he's patient and kind and very well respected. In the game, Taichiro admires him and I believe wishes he could have someone like him as his father, which is ironic. Taichiro's life in the game is so much better than his real life, more vibrant and way happier. For him, these two worlds are very, very distinct and separate. Taichiro hates his controlling, abusive father and adores his in-game dad Shiro, and it messes with his head when he realizes they're one and the same. It messed with my head too. How can he be so horrible and abusive to his flesh and blood, and yet so kind and understanding to his in-game family? Was he simply manipulating them to achieve his goal of defeating the Blackbird? Did they subconsciously recognize each other in the game and create the family they always wished they had but failed to make? Maybe. At the beginning of the series, Taichiro is extremely closed off, both in reality and in the game, only letting in other members of the Akabane family, which inherently means he has more connections in the game than in real life. Well, more healthy connections anyway. We learn that he used to be paired with Pico, who is the captain of the pirate guilds which anyone is allowed to join. She created the guild thinking it would encourage him to pair with her again, but it actually had the opposite effect and pushed him away even more. A person as closed off as he is hates the thought of a guild that lets just anyone join, but he does come to see the value of the guild, to see the value of the game as escapist fun that helps people cope with their real lives. Honestly, the anime did lose me a bit as it progressed and as it entered its final episodes, but I was still really engaged by the family dynamics, especially the relationship between Asuma and Taichiro, though I wish Asuma had a little bit more of a character. The biggest step that Taichiro takes into becoming a better or healthier person is realizing that his brother still needs him, that contrary to hating him, Asuma adores him and misses him deeply. And when his brother is injured, Taichiro really rises to the occasion. I didn't like the dad, but we're not supposed to. Well, maybe we're supposed to start developing empathy for him as the series progresses, like towards the end, but I never did. I always wanted the worst for him, and I didn't like his obsessed assistant either, and wasn't that upset when she died, though it was meant to be a big moment in anime. I was kind of glad that I wouldn't have to see her anymore. I'm indifferent about the mother. She doesn't really get that much attention. After her daughter died, she just couldn't be a real person anymore. So all in all, I enjoyed the first half of this anime more than the second. I enjoyed the exploration of family trauma and identity. I wasn't the biggest fan of the Big Bird as a villain and the whole reveal of what's going on in the story, but I did like the ending. I thought it was appropriate given everything else that happened in the story. I really liked how the game and gameplay was used to further explore the themes of the anime. Goodnight World was a casual watch for me, and I think it was very good in that. So I recommend it for everyone who just wants to watch something, maybe not get too involved, but just like halfway invested in the story. I think it's good for that. So that's it for me in this video. This was my first time appearing on camera, and I hope that I come across well. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, all those good things. Comment if you'd like to say hi, or tell me what you thought of Goodnight World or Invincible and Pantheon if you've watched it. Have a good day, have a good week. I'm Kayla. See you in the next one. Bye.